Today we're heading to Italy, a small, peaceful town where a family shared happy moments. But one decision revealed a dark side, leaving irreversible scars. How did a relationship that seemed peaceful end in such a tragic outcome? Stay with me to uncover the shocking details of this case. Today's case takes us to Gesate, a small town with just over 5,000 inhabitants, located in the Lombardy region, in the province of Milan, Italy. There lived the couple Mario Bresci and Daniela Fumagalli. According to sources, Mario worked in a warehouse while Daniela was a biomedical engineer. In 2003 they got married, and in 2008 their twin children Helena and Diego were born. People close to the family reported that they were exemplary, spending a lot of time together. They enjoyed various activities and practiced different sports. In fact, at the time of the events, Daniela was a manager at a sports club. Young Helena was very good at skating, and Diego loved soccer. He had several trophies from winning numerous competitions with his team. The couple bought a house near a mountain and would often go hiking as a family throughout the region to feel closer to nature. However, despite this apparent family unity, in 2020 the couple began to face problems in their marriage. According to people close to the couple, their relationship had not been good for a few years, and Daniela reportedly told friends she no longer felt the same way about Mario. Things worsened between them when the government ordered lockdowns due to the global health crisis. The couple had to spend more time together and couldn't go out. This caused tension to rise between them, and as a result, Daniela ended up asking for a divorce. Mario was never a violent man. On the contrary, many even said he was too calm. In addition, everyone who knew him said he was a great father and could never have imagined what was coming. When Daniela told Mario she wanted a divorce, he raised no objections and said he agreed with everything. They both agreed on joint custody of the children and the division of assets. They also decided to continue living together until the divorce was finalized. Due to all this cordiality between them, the divorce process went quickly and smoothly. However, Daniela did not imagine that, behind Mario's calm appearance and good nature, there was someone with deep resentment, capable of the unimaginable. Even without showing it, Mario began to hate Daniela and blamed her for destroying his family. He then started thinking of a way to get revenge, and he did so in the worst possible way. In June 2020, Mario planned a trip with the children to the family's mountain house. Initially, Daniela was going with them, but her parents were ill, so she decided to stay to help them. In the first few days, the father and children focused on enjoying the mountains and doing different activities together. Daniela called her children every day to check in on them and say goodnight. On June 26, the Sunday after returning from the mountain house, the children played in the garden for a while and then went inside, according to several neighbors. On that same day, Daniela, who was still at her sick parents' house, was unable to speak with her children. She tried calling several times, but none of the calls were answered. At first, she wasn't very worried, as she thought the children were busy playing and having fun, which is why they didn't answer the calls. When Daniela woke up the next day, she saw several text messages Mario had sent at 3 a.m, which terrified her. In those messages, Mario stated that she would never see the children again, and that her fate would be to end up alone. Mario also asked through the messages for Daniela to check her email, where she found a message he had sent. In that message, Mario emphasized that he never agreed to the divorce and accused Daniela of destroying their family. At the end of the message, Mario wrote, "By now I have probably already taken my life and the lives of our children, and all of this is your fault." After reading the email, Daniela, extremely desperate, tried calling her children and her ex-husband. However, once again she couldn't reach them because all their phones were turned off. Without thinking twice, she quickly went to the house where her ex-husband and the children were. This was around 7 a.m. on June 27, 2020. Deep down, Daniela wanted to believe that it was all just a cruel joke and that, upon arriving at the house, she would find her children smiling and playing. But unfortunately, it was not just a cruel joke, and what Daniela found when she entered the house was something terrible. Helena and Diego, both 12 years old, were lifeless on the bed that had once been shared by Daniela and Mario. This seemed like a symbolic message left by Mario. The bed where he and his ex-wife had shared so many years was used as the final resting place for what Daniela loved most, and had now lost forever, her children. Daniela hugged them, screaming their names in the hope they would wake up, but it was too late. Helena and Diego were no longer there. Her screams were so intense that they alerted the neighbors, who rushed to the house to see what was happening. There they found Daniela in despair because her children were no longer breathing, and they immediately notified the authorities. Tutto iniziato un po' questa notte quando io sono studiato da rumori molto curiosi, molto strani, che però non ho pensato facilmente ai ladri. No, rumori molto curiosi, poi alle 7 del mattino sento delle grida allucinanti. E un pianto assurdo faccio rascare di corsa e vedo questa povera donna che si ritrova che ne rompono e che gridava cose che non ricordo meglio. When the emergency team arrived, the only thing they could do was confirm the deaths of Helena and Diego. Despite being very shaken, Daniela managed to explain to the police what had happened. She talked about the time her ex-husband had spent with the children at the mountain house and her attempts to call them. She also showed them the text messages and the email that Mario had sent the night before. To the police, the conclusion seemed obvious. Mario had taken the lives of his own children to get revenge on his ex-wife for the divorce. But where was Mario? He was not found in the house or in the vicinity of the neighborhood. As a result, authorities issued a search and capture order for Mario Bresci. Many thought he had crossed the border and gone to another country, but the truth was that Mario had not gone far. On the afternoon of the same day, police found Mario's car parked near the Ponte da Vittoria. The location is known for the high number of people who go there to take their own lives. Knowing this, the Italian authorities presumed that Mario had jumped from the bridge, and indeed that is what he did. After a brief search, Mario's body was found at the bottom of the bridge. According to investigations, after taking the lives of his children and before taking his own, Mario posted a photo on his Instagram taken during the last outing he had with the children while at the mountain house. This photo was referred to by some media outlets in Italy as the last selfie of a happy family. During the autopsy performed on the bodies of Helena and Diego, it was determined that both had been suffocated while still asleep. This would have occurred on the night of June 26th. A neighbor of the family told authorities that around 3 in the morning he woke up after hearing some noises coming from the house where Mario Bresci and the children were. According to him, he was unable to identify what exactly was causing the sounds. It's important to remember that it was at 3 in the morning that Mario sent the messages and the email to Daniela. The crime shocked the small commune of Gassate and all of Italy. The funerals of Helena and Diego took place on July 4th and were attended by hundreds of people. I could not find any information about Mario Bresci's funeral. In a statement, Daniela Fumagalli, the children's mother, said that the pain she felt was unbearable and that she didn't know how she would live without her children moving forward. Both Mario Bresci's family and friends still do not understand how he was capable of committing such a crime. He was seen by everyone as a man of character, kind, and who never argued with anyone. Daniela herself stated that her ex-husband was an excellent father, and that if she had ever suspected him, she would never have left their children alone with him. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.